And if you want to grab your notes and just in your notes, you kind of tell yourself, you know, when I ask you to do the work, right? Okay, so you can tell like more examples, right? Page 2 of workbook, not notes, right? So if you want to add that, Mason, I'm going to ask you to turn off the front lights for me, please. And if you could close the blinds, thank you. I like sunshine, but for this, it's hard to see for most of us if they're open. So I don't know, somewhere in your notes to kind of be like, okay, I can go and look for more examples. You have that, right? So I'm gonna go over to this here, and I don't have the key in front of me, so I will be doing this live on location. How's that? So we have. I'm gonna grab my highlighter here. So a bunch of parts, right? This is kind of a table, right? I call this parts and labor. Can you see that there? Parts and labor. It's important that you know that parts and labor, not too long ago, they were taxed differently. But lucky for us and for you, it's now all 12%. Okay? Used to be different. Used to be 5 and 7, right? And so we have it all in one. So that's kind of nice. So obviously, you just go 4 liters of oil times 9.69. So just bear with me if you have this already, but this will be 38.76. That's obviously just $14.99. And 2 wiper blades. That's 2 times $16.99. That's $33.98. Okay. And so I will just get my subtotal there. So that's 87.73. Okay. This would just be parts, so to speak, right? Parts, even though oil is like, it's not technically a part, but like you get it, materials. And then next is the time required for this particular job is 0.6 hours. This is very weird, I get it. It's probably, most of the time, I will give you 1.5 or like half-hour increments. That's what you're going to see most of the time. But the idea is the same, right? So labor is 0.6, right? Whatever many hours times whatever the rate is. And that's 66, right? 66 bucks. So this is important to me, and this is important to me, right? And so now I can do total is 87, and I know you may have done this slightly differently. That's okay. Right? So you add that up, you get 153.73. Does that sound right? I think I saw that in a lot of your papers. So times 1.12, we're going to add taxes to that one. Careful if it's asking, you hear it now, right? You hear me say that. If it's asking, what are the taxes paid, or what's the total including taxes, right? So if it's including taxes, then we want to go 1 point. Okay. So there we go, after tax. And this here would be before tax. Okay. Most of the time, taxes are going to be included, so just get used to it. Next, we have a new car. That is important. We haven't done used yet, so don't worry about that. New car, base price. There's some options that are added, and there is transportation. In this case, we have base, options, and freight. And there's a trade-in. Whoa, what's up with that, right? Well, make sure you don't forget about it. Determine the sticker price. Sticker is simply adding everything, right? 20, 798, 1585, 695, 655, What about the trade-in, Mr. Dirksen? Should I come in here? No, not on sticker yet. This is just your sticker price. Sticker. I cannot find my answer key. So I'm just gonna have to do this. And ooh, what happened there? I went times with everything. You see that? Times, times, times. What's going on here? I need 3 different calculators for all my courses because they all have different settings. Is it 23,733? I get some nods. Yeah? That's a sticker. Circle that. Perfect. That's A, right? And then B, calculate. Hi there. Up front there is fine. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yes, nicely done.
Delivered right to my door. That's awesome. Thank you. Taxes paid. Just taxes paid. So you have to be careful here. I will take the sticker price and I need to subtract what? The trade-in. You have to, if there's a trade-in, you need to subtract it. And then that answer you multiply it by 0.12. 0.12. Because it's taxes only. I think you get that part. So it's 18,733 times 0.12. That's 2,247.96. If you went times 1.12 on a test, if this is a 3-mark question, you would still get 2 out of 3. Like it's just you missed that concept of putting a 0 there instead of 1. So those are the taxes paid. C, calculate the total paid for the vehicle including taxes. So that's when I use this formula. I go sticker. I'm basically copying what I just did. Right? You can tell that I'm copying that, but I'm going to go times 1.12 in this case. So that is, sorry, 20,980.96. Are we good? So remember, trade-in, you know what? I'm going to use a different highlighter for the trade-in. Right? Trade-in is like sticks out. It's like, oh, okay, that's a trade-in question. And it was, whatever happens, you can add things, right? Options, freight, boom, 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 add it all up. Sure. Make sure you subtract the trade-in before you do any taxing. Okay? Right, new car is sold. There it is again, that word, new car. Not that it really matters when it comes to depreciation, but calculate the total depreciation. How much has been lost in the first 2 years? It's 20% the first year, 15% second year. So it's a bit of a twist there. So year 1, we go 35 grand times 0.20. That's 7,000. I subtract the 7,000 for year 2. Oh, sorry. See, I need to relearn how to use my camera. I was so good at the end of this year last year, but that's all down. 28,000 left. I'm now losing 15% the second year. So it's probably an import. There we go, $4,200 lost the second year. I'm okay with you doing this, right? You add that up, and it's 11,200, and you circle that. Like that is my final answer, Mr. Dirksen. I did a bunch of work. I showed you my work, but this is indeed answering the total depreciation. that there seems to be a decimal or whatever happened there. It's 11,200. I don't like commas. Like, stay away. Just write down the value, and if there's a decimal, of course, it's what it is. Go ahead. Are we good? Does it make sense? All right. Next, what's the resale value? Basically, what is left after the first 2 years. Right? So 2 options, right? You can go with a 35 and just subtract what you've lost, right? That'd be 35,000 minus 11,200. That, folks, right there is showing work. And I used to be good at mental math until I started to use my calculator. So now it's not as good. I don't want to make a mistake in your notes, okay? So 23,800 is what it's left. And so the other option I showed you yesterday is you could have just taken the 28,000 and subtract what you lost there in that second year, and then you'll also end up with this. So whatever you prefer is okay. All right. So close your notes, close this as well, and then we'll